Hey, this is Dr. Sonja, and welcome back to the Wisdom Vault and Dr. Sonja TV. Okay, so there's this thing that's going around, a video that I did went viral. Like, I'm not complaining at all. But what I realized that I gotta go deep into this conversation. The conversation was about family and friends get invoices too. Now, I know. OMG, what do you mean? I have to charge my family and my friends? I heard comments like, but I want them to be on the come up with me. No, I want them to be able to win and go along this process with me. No, I don't think that's fair. I heard it all. But for the most part, I heard more of, yes, this is a conversation. So guess what I got to do? Let's talk about it. Family and friends get invoices too. One of the biggest reasons why I say this, and I've experienced this in my journey to having a $28 million company. I'm not saying that to brag or boast, so don't get all your underwear in a wad. I'm saying that because I believe it happens at different levels. I believe, and I'm going to say I believe a lot, because as I go through this process, number one, if you're just getting started in your business, yeah, cool, go ahead. Hey, you share. Go ahead and share your content. Go ahead and give away those products, those services. Go ahead and do that very thing. But one thing I know that is going to happen along the way, you're going to get tired and burnt out. And then you're going to start, per se, becoming frustrated at people who keep asking, and they see you over here trying to do your thing. They see you on this journey to being better. They see you building up your empire. If they're truly a friend, one of the biggest things that they could do is what? They can invest in themselves with you, right? They can support, they don't have to, but if they're really family and friends, they should absolutely 100% start thinking about, how do I support them along the way, because I believe in what they're doing. One of the first indications that they may not believe what you're doing, and what you're doing, they may not trust the information that you're sharing, and they may not really think that you're doing something special. They won't invest. They'll continue to ask. Now, when you're on this journey and you're building your business along the way, and let's say you hit your first 6 figures, or you hit $1 million, or whatever the case may be, you started to bring on team members. You're paying people, right? You're paying team members. You're hiring COOs. You're hiring VPs. You're hiring virtual assistants. Those things cost money. You need resources for that. And if you're doing those things and you're serious about your business, family and friends get invoices too, because you have invested so much to be able to do this. If you're on this journey and you are building your business, you're investing in yourself, you're hiring people to help you build this business, at a minimum, family and friends could really think about that differently and support you in that manner. And if not, it's okay. But one of the biggest things that I know that I've seen in that whole video that's on Instagram right now, and even about to be over here, people get upset because they think it's very unfair. And I believe those who think it's unfair have not scaled their business. They have not gotten to a 6-figure platform or what have you. And I could be wrong. I could be absolutely incorrect, and that's okay. But the people that I see in the circles that I've run with, the people that I'm seeing on social media, yeah, they'll give their friends the hookup. Yeah, they may even get family to hook up, but not if family keeps coming back. And don't let it be the person that you give the time and the information to, and they don't do it. As they say, what you say. And you're like, man, I spent all that time with you, writing this out for you, giving you the proposal, telling you what to say, and you didn't do it at all. It's very frustrating. And maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just Dr. Sonja in this space. But what I do know about this, some of you, and I'm talking to you, it's overdue for you to say no. Now, you don't have to be rude or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. When I say family and friends get invoices too, what I mean by that is simply that you let them know, hey, no problem. I want you to be successful. I want you to succeed. So, hey, this is how I'm going to give into you, right? This is how I'm going to give. But if they keep coming back over and over and over, but you're charging strangers who are doing the work, just allow them to invest in themselves. And one of the other things that was a big conversation was, you mean to tell me if they invest in themselves with me, it makes me come to the table differently? It makes me show up better? Yes, it does. And let me explain that. Okay, check it out. Let's say you've had a long day in the business that you have. And you've been walking through this process. You've been doing it. Maybe it's a long week. And you've been giving, and you're tired. What if someone comes because you know that they've invested their hard-earned money? Not my term. This is what I've heard out there. Their hard-earned money. Sometimes it's a bad thing, but right now I'm going to use it as a good thing because you are concerned that they get a return on their investment, especially for those who are willing to invest in themselves. But then you get that friend that every time you see them, they want you to help them. They want you to give. And I'm not saying you're not exchanging value. I'm not saying that. And sometimes it's hard to exchange value for value. And that's how there are a lot of, that's a whole nother topic in itself. But I want you to come over here and think about you had a long week and a family or a friend comes. You're going to give them what's left over. You're not going to be at 100%. You're not going to share all of the content. You're going to share what you remember, a little bit of it. But imagine if that same family or friend, and you know they work hard, but you know you have, I call it the juice, to help them be able to do more. You begin to share with them. But now this time, they invested. You're like, man, I don't know what it is. It's just something about us when people, at least maybe me, when people invest, I want them to win. It's not that I don't want the people who get the free content. I got free content everywhere. Go watch it on YouTube. Go watch it on social media. Go to a free event that I may have. There's some content all over social media that is absolutely free. So by the time I've had a long week, you've had a long week, people come and invest with you. You're going to show up differently. You're going to show up differently because you want them to get the value out of what you're presenting to them. That's what I mean by you show up differently. So let me close this out with 3 things. Number 1 reason why family and friends get invoices too is so you show up better and they show up all together. When people invest, they pay attention. The second reason why family and friends get invoices too, it brings out the better version of you because you want them to get a return on what they invested. You can say what you want. If you haven't experienced that, please do me a favor. Just bypass my page. If you're just operating at a very low level in your business, when I mean low level, it's meaning that you're still nervous to charge of what you're valued at and what your information is valued at. You will not understand what I'm saying at all. You will be more frustrated than you are about what I'm saying to you. And the third reason why family and friends get invoices too, because you're a business. If you got a hobby, go and give everything away. But if you are truly in a business and you want to scale and you want to take it to a whole nother level and you want to have $1 million company, I'm sorry, there comes a time where there's a conversation between friends. I myself do not go to friends and ask them for anything. If anything, I said, hey, can you run me that invoice so I can go ahead and pay? Because I know I'm going to show up, and I believe they will show up as well because they are operating in a business. I just wanted to explain why family and friends get invoices too. And I'll see you at the next Wisdom Vault.